Hello everybody, my name is Liang, the Aragon watch designer, and welcome to our Aragon watch review. In today's video, I'm super excited because we are going to show you the brand new Concept S GMT. Yes, you've heard of the Concept S collection, but as it evolved, we continue to design more and more unique, industrial and futuristic timepieces in this collection. Okay, and also I really need your help, and please share our videos and introduce our Aragon brand to all of your friends and family because we need more help to get our name out there. All right, so let's come in and we are going to start talk about this watch. So now we have the close-up of the Concept S, and this is another new one that we're introducing this year. And by the way, I have designed multiple Concept S months ago or a year ago, and we are going to launch them one at a time in 2023. So so for some of you are recently learn about our brand, I just want to give you an idea. What is the Concept S collection? The Concept S collection is supposed to be unique, industrial, and very different. Okay, so futuristic as well. So you will see that we have the Dive Master collection, we have the Hydromatic. So each one has its own concept. So if you're into dive watches, we have the Dive Master, right? If you're into motorcycle or car mechanic or gearhead, you go for the Hydromatic. So the Concept S, let's go back and talk about this, is the last one we introduced was the one with looks like the half dome shape glass, but this one here is more of a GMT world time. And what we have is we have 4 executions. Okay, the 4 executions, let me introduce them to you first. So what we have is the blue case, okay, with the black dial. Okay, and then when I talk about each one, so I point out the details even more. The next one is the silver case, stainless steel case, by the way. They're all stainless steel with the black dial as well. And then the black case with the black dial. And the final is stainless steel case with the stainless steel dial. Now, there is a difference between each one, okay? So let me talk about the blue one first. Okay, now, what we see here is the SII NH34. And we call this GMT world time is, let me unlock the crown. I want to talk about, the feature of the watch first, and then we're going to go and talk about the spec. So what we see right now is 10:10. As I move the time, forward the time, you see the globe is also moving. All right, let me go point out. Now, you see how the design of the glass is irregular shape, right? So it looks like maybe H, or somebody is calling this like a space window looking out. So you can see how there's texture on the case. And you also notice the numbers are in irregular locations. So from the 05 all the way around to the 60, but we won't print out the 60 and the 30. The 30 is right here, but we don't print out the 60 minute because the Aragon logo is located right here. So you see it's green lume glows green for the hour, for the minute index, and then the hands are green lume glows green as well. The reason why I did this is to create contrast. Now the globe is in white lume, it also glows green. Okay, so you can easily see them in the dark. So let me continue to talk about the watch using a GMT NH34 automatic movement, right? So how are you reading this? Let me move the hands faster away. So let's just say right now it's 6 o'clock. This is what I love about this. You could use it as a 24 hours clock time, or you can also use it as a second time zone. All right, so 6 o'clock here. and then you have 600 or 6 a.m., right? So you see how it is? So 6 o'clock. So let's just continue. Okay, 12, let's just say 12 p.m. So we have the 1200, which is really, really cool. So we call this the GMT, right? So what we can also do is we can use it and set it as a second time zone. You can control and manually change the second time zone yourself. All right, so let's continue. Let's just say this is 12 p.m. before, and then you have somewhere else a different time zone. Okay, does it make sense? So anyway, let's just go over here. This is 12 a.m. And let's just say LA is, I always like to use LA because it's 3 hours behind. So it would be, let me try to think. It would, oh, here we go. It would be 2100, right? There we go. So let's say, sorry, I keep moving to the right. So let's just say Miami is 12 a.m. LA would be 2100. Okay, so as it continues, Miami is, I moved the minute hand a little bit away, is let's say Miami is 3 a.m., LA will be 2400. So you can use this as a GMT and also a second time zone watch, which is really, really cool. Now, another feature about the blue, which is a little bit different than the silver case and the black case, and I'm going to point out what's the difference about this last one right here, the silver dial, stainless steel dial. All right, so you see the surface dial. This is a this is a multi-layer dial, okay? So the bottom layer is a blue dial that is matching the case color. Okay, another layer of the dial is the black dial, which is cut out to expose the bottom dial, which is the blue, and then imprint this neon green minute index. And then another layer is right over here, which is the globe, which is, you know, the globe is another layer of dial, or you can also call it the GMT hand. So this is a very multi-dimensional. Let me point it out to you if I can find this. Look at this. This is really cool. When you get this watch, you can see the different elevation of the dial, which is really, really cool. Okay, so now let's talk about the specs if I haven't talked about it. So this case from 3 to 9 o'clock position is 47. Now, I understand it might be a little bit deceiving because this case, even though it's 47 millimeter, this case is only 13.45 millimeter thick. And because of the case structure, it is meant to design very different than any other watches. Okay, different than the Diamondmaster, different than, you know, the DF47, you know, different than the Caprice. So this is what we're known for. I've been designing watches for over 30 years, and when I first began, I used to design a lot of watches with the industrial look. Just in case you don't know the history of our brand. And then also from lug to lug, this is also another interesting point, is 49 millimeter from lug to lug. The width of the strap is 24, just in case, you know, if you need to know. And then the crown is 9 millimeter in thickness. All right, because of this unusual shape of the glass, by the way, it's K1. So the water resistancy where it managed to do is only 100 meters, okay, or 330 feet, which is great enough to go swimming and nothing deep diving. You know, light surface diving, not a problem. Swimming, not a problem. So that's what I recommend. Now, you notice something very interesting every time when I, you know, move the glass. You see how the frame of the glass is in silver. It's like a mirror almost. It's very, very unique. It's a very unique timepiece. It's not something that you see every day. And I also like, you know, the case back. So you might have seen the Dive Master or majority, you know, the armor, majority of the Aragon brand has a screw case back. Sorry, excuse me. I was just looking at this. And then this one is, we use the 4 screw for the case back. Okay? And don't try this at home. I know a lot of you are very knowledgeable about watches. So I know a lot of you know how to have the tools to remove the screws, but I don't recommend it because sometimes, you know how when you open the case back, you can get dust in and all that. If you have all the tools, you have the knowledge, go for it, you know, if you're just curious what the inside looked like. So anyway, I like this watch. I think it's very unique. It's not something that you see every day. It's not something that you can buy from any watch shop or watch store. So this is the blue, okay? Now the silver case. The silver case for someone that are more into I just love stainless steel. So the silver case is the same thing. You can see how, you know, the K1 crystal has that mirror effect on the edge. And it's a black dial with black lower dial. Same thing. I'm trying to find the angle where you can see it a lot easier. You see it? It's a tone-in-tone effect. That's the whole idea that I created it. So when you see it, without the light, it's all like one piece dial. But when you have the light going in through the glass, you can see that tone-in-tone effect, which is very, very cool. The upper dial has all the cutout from the outer side to the inner side, and it all goes around. All right, now is the black. Okay, I have a feeling most people will just go for, you know, the black case or the blue case. Especially the blue case is very unique. Okay. The black case is also, you can see, is a multi-layer dial, and the lower dial is a tone-in-tone effect, which is beautiful. I think a lot of you are really going to enjoy it. And enjoy it like, this is so unique. And you will continue to collect the Concept S collection. By the way, we have 2 more coming out in the Concept S. And I hope each one that you're going to like it. And I made it very affordable price too. There's not a watch like this. Okay, like a case like this. All right, now the last one I want to show you is, and I made this. Okay, so now I know, hear me out. A lot of people would be like, why would you do this? Okay, so you see how these 3 executions on the bottom, they all have that neon green, and it glows green in the dark. But this one doesn't. This one only has the hands and the glove glows in the dark. Glow in the dark, excuse me. And all the rest of here is all imprinted in black. Okay, black ink. Stainless steel dial with black dial underneath. So it's to create this contrast. You see what I hope you understand what I'm saying. So what I did is, all the minute markers or the minute index is to match the lower dial. Okay, this is for someone that, you know, I'm not really into loom, but what I like is, you know, I like to see the contrast of the dial with the hands and the lower dial. Okay, so now another thing is, this is how you're going to get the watch with the texture on the surface. But what we're showing you here as an example is, you can flip the silicone strap upside down and you'll create another look of your own. Okay, by the way, you also need to flip the buckle upside down as well if you're going to do that. So it's just one watch with multiple looks. That's what we were trying to create. Okay, just want to show it to you. You know, that's not a bad one. It's what you like. You like the neon green, or you like this silver tone with the black dial. When I say black dial, I mean the black minute index. Okay, and then on this left over here, we also have a couple examples where you can also add on the mesh bracelet to your collection. So if you already have the Aragon mesh bracelet, you don't need to add on. But if you choose to, you prefer stainless steel bracelet, this is the look. It really transforms the watch into a different look. It's more industrial, I would say. All right, so thank you so much. I hope you stay around for another 5-10 minutes. You can see all the lume shot. It's a very, very cool watch, by the way. It's something that is different that you don't see every day. And this is the only concept as that is going to have this, the space window, or it looks like an H shape. And then the case is indented into the glass, which is very, very unique. I've never done anything like this before. All right, so anyway, I will see you very, very soon.